disappointed.
Recording has started. Cool. So we are recording. We all can see each other now, but I have no way of recording these cameras. So the 4 people who watch this, just deal with it. And yeah, let's get back into the game. This is so weird. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna be looking at Roll20 and then looking over at the other screen to see what you guys are doing. Then back.
For me, it's like all the way over there is where you guys are, and then Roll20 is in the middle. So,
Right.
and then my third stream, my character sheet is over there. So, and all my things are falling.
That's fine. You can get one for next time, maybe.
I'm literally on Amazon right now looking at them.
The one I have is TechNet HD 180p webcam. It's pretty good, and I remember it wasn't too expensive and really simple.
I have a Trust webcam, and it was €15.
Yeah, you can get them pretty cheap these days. They used to be a pain in the ass.
It's just a USB one as well. It has a built-in microphone, but I just use this one.
Please don't do that.
I would probably get one from work.
I like the promise. When the camera's on, I'm going to be more normal.
Switch to your mic. Right, let's get back into it, says the arbitrator of the world. Yeah, she told you that the powder room was where she was sent to work. Vialia, whatever it was. Vialia.
Yeah, Viala.
What do you guys do?
We go to the powder room, I guess.
Open?
So, you only saw the powder room from outside through the window. There's a glass window between you and the powder room. The front door of the place is open. So you could go up to the front door. Yeah. There are options.
But did you guys see her in the powder room?
No, I don't think.
No, I just messaged a girl, I think.
It wasn't her.
Yeah, and she knows what Viola is, and she told another guy whose names I forgot.
James. And you did see there was a man in the powder room when you looked in, but you didn't see Vielia.
Okay, you can send a message to James.
It's really weird.
How far? Like, it's 120 feet distance, and I must be familiar with him to like have him send it to him.
You can.
But you also send the other girl a message.
Yeah, you can position yourself in a way that your owl can see him, which is enough familiarity, kind of, for the spell to work. I think it's fine.
Yeah, fair enough. Then I'll try that. But what do I say, Joe?
Ask her name, and then if she responds saying that it's her, then we will say that we have a flower gift for her.
I don't think there's a guy there. I think there's a guy there, not a girl. So like.
Well, then we'll give him the flower, and hopefully, he will be in love with the water person.
I like being able to see Joe's voice while he does that voice. That's.
You can see sounds.
See, look, there's that that's pleased little look he does. When he does anything, it says anything snarky.
Passive-aggressive octopus face.
Snarky. That's what my face always looks like.
Yeah, you could contact them, ask where Vielia is, or anything really.
Just keep asking different people. Can Vielia please come to the message?
May the real Slim Shady please stand up.
Well, I mean, we can try that, but they're probably going to get confused. They won't get the reference.
I begin by saying, may the real Slim Shady please stand up for the guy in the room I assume is there.
Walk
James.
through the window. No, not you. You sit down. No, you stand up. You sit down.
Yep. I have also
really
seen
Why
Dracula
did
dead
the-
and loving it.
Yeah, it's a good.
Okay, I'm glad that you guys clarified that. I was like, oh.
If you haven't seen
would you
it,
like to have your owl look in at James and then send him a message?
Yes.
Alright, when your owl looks in at James, you see that one of these sort of tall, statuesque ice women is in there with him now, and has him kind of like... It's kind of like... He's got his back to a wall, and she's like moving around him and looking at him, and kind of up in his personal space.
Does it seem like he's like indentured slave?
Yeah, he does look like some sort of servant. And from what you understand, it kind of... In this land, that normally means slave. And he looks his body language is very uncomfortable, like he doesn't want this person this close to him.
Does it seem like he needs an adult?
A little. Yeah, he doesn't look happy right now. Do you do anything immediately, or do you just watch for a little while?
I mean, I watch for a little while and relay what I see, because I assume also Joe can see too.
Fucking creeper.
Okay, so you watch for a little bit. This sort of ice woman kind of stays up close, seems to be talking to him. You can make out like words and like sort of awkward converse. Like she's asking him really like questions you wouldn't like want someone to really like. Do you think I'm pretty? Why don't you think I'm pretty? And he's like getting right up in his face and talking to him. He looks really awkward. And then at one stage, she like puts her hand on his head, just slams his head into the wall.
Oh.
Says, "Am I pretty now?" And she's like grinning at him.
Apples.
Okay, I think I should message the girl to say, I do think you're pretty. Because she would hear it inside her head and she would be confused, but...
Do you do that?
I think that, and I see
You
it
should
to
say
the
it.
past.
You should say it in Sylvan, though.
Yeah. Right, I guess I'll try that. I do think you're pretty, I say to the fast giant woman in Sylvan.
Pretty abhorrent.
Yeah, she spins away from the guy she was kind of harassing for her own amusement, and like looks around like, who said that? You see her like,
Is she ugly?
no, she's very, very pretty.
I know, but like I say that still, just to see her reaction.
Her eyes like narrow. It's like, who's talking to me right now?
Uh-oh.
I then said to the guy, take this opportunity to go somewhere safe, please. I need to talk to you.
The guy scampers out of the room, like you see him go through the door and kind of go in the direction you know the dining room is. But this woman is like looking around, like, who said that?
Is this the part where I cast invisibility on all of us?
Sure. Do you have you have like mass invisibility or something, or 'cause
No,
there's a
but
lot of
invisibility
people.
like increases with one person for each level. I think.
Yeah, so you'd have to cast quite a high spell slot to get everybody. So
Yeah, I
it's
know.
1, 2, 3, 4,
It's
5.
at fourth level you would get like 3 people, so...
That'd be like 5th level to get everyone, I think. Yes, I think so. But you can see her like moving around, she's looking, who said that? And you can hear her through your owl's ears. Are you invisible? Is that it? Or are you watching me? This is the Ice Queen's estate. No one can invade here. And she is going to make a perception check. Oh, fuck me. She comes straight to the window, looks out, and makes eye contact with John.
Oh dear.
And just glares at you like, how fucking dare you talk into my brain? And, like, goes off. Like, she storms through the house.
John, is that the one we're looking for, or are you talking
No,
to
I think I have set a person and they managed to find me in the worst possible scenario.
Oh, actually,
I
no,
have invisibility by chance.
She doesn't storm through the house. She misty steps out the window and begins to storm directly towards you. Like, she just appears for a minute, it's like, you there! What are you doing?
We are looking
Having some
for...
fun. That's it, really.
We're looking for a Vialia.
You're staring through our windows? The windows to the Snow Queen's home? And by this time, she's like straight up to about 30 feet away from you all. So I'll move her onto the little map with you guys.
We figured this would be the best way to find her, to be honest.
Well, we're just looking. We're not entering, you know. We're keeping our distance.
Do you like people coming and peeping through your windows? Talking in your mind?
We live in the red light district, so yeah.
I should have you all taken away for this.
Where to?
I'm sorry if I upset you. I did not mean to. It was just a joke, you know. It's festivities time.
May I just say, one woman to another, you're quite beautiful.
Roll a
Bootlicking check.
deception check there, John, but with advantage for Joe's help, and because pranks are something that the Fae kind of appreciate.
Yeah.
It's just a prank, bro.
Yeah, that works really well in the Feywilds. Did we lose Fampy as well, by the way?
I
Yes, so-
think so.
Oh, thank God for the advantage.
Yeah, thank God for the advantage. She like stops and tilts and goes, "You did get me, I suppose. but don't do it again. You shouldn't be poking through the Snow Queen's windows. She
Oh,
does
sorry.
not like that kind of thing, and her moods can get cold.
Oh, really?
Well, she
But
is the
what
Snow
happened
Queen.
to last trips that went too far?
She turned them to ice for all eternity, and then smashed off their genitals.
And there's a statue in a screaming position.
Yeah, there's like 2 of them. Like, you can probably see within easy distance.
Did you know their names?
Sorry?
You know the names of those pranksters?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't
I like
care.
the fact that all 3 people that are on camera are all stroking their chins at the moment.
I do a lot of
Yeah,
that.
I'm doing it off camera right now too.
Thinking time.
Yes.
You mentioned Vialia?
Yes, we're looking for her. We have a message to deliver.
Well, she's working and can't come out.
When does she get off?
She doesn't.
When does she get a break?
She doesn't.
When could we give her a message?
You can give me a message.
And you
When could we give her a message?
She shrugs.
What could we do to let you let us give her a message?
Ooh, she grins at that, like, ooh, I like that. And looks closely at you. And I try and remember a little bit about these particular creatures.
Could I remember what these creatures are since I've met her now and...
Sure. Roll a check of some variety.
Maybe? I don't know, just camera.
That be internet died or something.
Must have done.
Yeah, I don't know if it's related, but I literally had my entire computer just like flash there for a second, and
That's weird.
everything
Now
died.
Now she's got our faces. She's stealing our identity.
Of course.
I don't need to be on this call anymore.
Does anybody have face recognition that gets them into anything important?
No,
Nope. No one uses that
she'll
shit.
steal all my Hearthstone cards.
No, not those. No, she'll steal my great fortune. Oh, there's no great fortune. Yeah, this is an ice maiden. Ice maidens are they are created from ice by either the Snow Queen or Boreas, the elemental like Lord of the Northern Winds. There's a bunch of different ways they can be created. They tend to live very solitary lives because their natural cruelty. However, they are actually very lonely and desperate for love. But they never get companionship because of the effect they have on people around them.
They have very cold vaginas.
I mean, that doesn't matter much.
It's very softening.
How does that not matter much?
Oh, man,
You
this-
don't want
oh.
frostbite down there.
Well, it's more that if you spend more than a few minutes with one, your body temperature starts to drop, people begin to suffer from extreme cold, and
Certain limits might get frostbite, you know.
so
If,
yeah,
if only we had Dank here, he can handle cold.
yeah, you basically start doing, and if you have any even like spells that give cold protection tend to fail around them. As such, like they can never find love because people around them tend to freeze to death after a few hours. But they always kind of do seek companionship all the same.
Loxon, you're a fan of the females and don't mind having a few bits and pieces frozen off. Did you want to have a crack at it?
Not sure I appreciate your use of verbiage there.
I'm a woman man of very few verbiages.
So I actually had to zone out there for a sec. I'm trying to see if I can figure out how to get this bloody audio working. So she's in our face now?
Yeah, she came up to you guys. You kind of went, "It's a prank, bro," and she was like, "Oh, I'm Faye. I fucking love pranks, bro. They're the best." But said like, "There's no way you're going to get to meet this girl. She's basically a prisoner in there." But you know, and then John recalled a bunch of information about them. They're kind of servants of the Snow Queen, and despite being kind of unpleasant and evil and a little bit cruel, they they crave companionship, which they can never
Okay.
get because anyone who spends too much time with them is frozen like to death because of a magical effect they have, the power of their presence.
What about like?
I'm
I
not
have
exactly
one-
great with cold.
I mean, I have one thing. Like, I have anti-magic fields. It counts as like magic. So
You have
even-
also heard that they can like bestow a kiss that protects people from the magical effects, but it can only be given to somebody who like truly gives themselves over to the Ice Maiden.
I feel like we're overthinking this. We could just kill her and go
What?
inside.
No!
No.
No!
Look, I'm sorry, ladies. We didn't mean to interrupt you while you're doing your job. You obviously have a lot of influence around here.
It's true. As one of the daughters of the Snow Queen, I have a position, quite a high position within her state.
Is a daughter, you say? So that would make you a princess?
She like rolls her eyes. Not a princess.
Strange, you carry yourself like one.
All right, here we go. Flirting with Loxon again. Jesus Christ.
I rolled my eyes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna give guidance to Loxon so that he will definitely hit the right things. Like, come on, I know
The
you can.
spell, or you're just gonna say to him, use protection.
It's all the
Yeah.
same. It's just the level components use protection.
Make sure to cuddle after. Sort of thing.
Before, during, and after. There's always
Whatever.
time for a good cuddle.
Aw, love you too, Adam. Yeah, it goes. Yeah, she does roll her eyes a little bit and goes, "Don't flatter me."
Oh well, sorry I couldn't do it.
What do you have to offer to talk to Vialia?
Good performance.
It's going to take more than that this time.
What do you mean this time? Who's been performing for you?
We always have bards coming up trying to perform their way through every problem. It's very strange.
Sure. You're
Look,
just flattering me.
This lady we're trying to get to, she's very special to a friend of ours, and the two of them miss each other something fierce, and all we want to do is just let her know that he's still thinking about her. You know, it's lonely out in this world, and he thinks she might be feeling left alone, and she just wants to know there's someone out there thinking about her. You know how that feels, right? It's lonely out there.
Good manipulation and like using what John probably told you through message or something.
Oh yeah, whoops.
Roll a persuasion check for me
Yep.
with your guidance, because John not only told you verbally of her backstory, but
I'm trying to open my character sheet, and the giant red box is blocking my macros.
No,
that's
that means
great.
I don't get to roll my persuasion.
Oh, I hate blocked
The
macros.
droids you're looking for.
other
someone
people,
else try something.
other people get to persuade sometimes too, Vampy. But it should normally be you.
It should. It doesn't have to. But
Oh
it
my
should.
god, Roll20, what are you doing? Been loading for so long.
I can roll it for you.
It was lots in
Matt, if you want to-
doing the romance.
You can want to do it.
If
can
you're
click on
okay
the
with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Loxan. Or is it? Do I just click on your token? Yeah, I can.
You can do it on my token.
Ability checks, can I?
Yeah.
You're so strong. Persuasion.
So manly.
Wow, +8. 20. She looks kind of.
Plus D4.
Oh, plus a D4. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'll be plenty. She's like, "You're a sweetheart, aren't you? Okay, I can show you inside, but keep your heads down. I'm not supposed to.
Quiet as a mouse, dear.
Can't bring her out to you, but I can bring you in." And she takes off. Who's going to follow after?
I probably should, but I'm also very unstealthy.
I'm not the
probably be
worst
the
at stealth,
stealthiest.
but I'm not the best either. So
I'm
It'd
not very
probably have
stealthy.
to be me. I'm probably the stealthiest in the group.
Yeah.
You're not sure.
Women.
Stealth would definitely help. also, like, just you could probably just walk with purpose. You know, do that thing, but like, I belong because
Act like you know.
Act like you were meant to be there, kind of thing. That's more what she's doing. She's not like gone into the stealth crouch. She's just leading on. But stealth would also work. You could stealth or performance your way through.
I'd just walk like I own the place.
Yeah, walk like you're meant to be there.
Yeah.
Walk like an Egyptian.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
Gwyneth is going to go and try and stealth in the shadows. Loxon's going to walk like he's meant to be there. Anyone else going?
Like, do all of us need to go? Because I'm not very good at stealthing. Or
No, you don't need to go. You can just be nearby. You can kind of hang out in this entrance hallway so that you're nearby if you need to be.
Okay,
I'll stay by. I'll just like maybe put my could Loxon carry Gertrude on his shoulder with purpose, just so I could like maybe see through her if need come.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Also, I pull Luxon towards me. I go like, "You good?"
Gotcha, darling.
Are you going as well, Silver, or are you staying behind? Nope.
I say behind.
The first times
do
you
you
respond
give the
to a physical
flower to
cue in
somebody?
game.
She's the charming one. He's the guidance one. Me, I'm the smart one. He's the sneaky one. The sneaky one can go.
I mean, I'm smart too.
The sneaky one already disappeared.
The sneaky one's going and Loxon's walking with purpose. Is somebody giving Loxon or Gwyneth the flower? Because I know Silver had it.
Silver had it tucked behind her ear.
I can hold on to that if you want.
Taking my power. Oh, the flower. Wait.
Flower power.
Yes, I give Lux the flower.
Okay, make a performance
Give
check.
Loxon your flower? Oh,
Performance check.
I was going to say it's usually the other way around, but that's a completely different context too.
Yeah, make a performance check, Loxon.
Oh, Luxon. Oh,
Okay.
I thought I was.
I'm still loading up after Roll20 crashed, so you could do it again. Sorry.
Okay.
It is not being a happy camper tonight.
Yeah, just to be safe, I give Bardic Inspiration to Gwyneth and Lux.
I think it's just Loxon, because I think Gwyneth already...
She already disappeared.
yeah, I think she's already gone, pretty much.
If you could hear me.
13 plus 1d... What is it for your... I'm guessing you're using your Bardic Inspiration, or you want to use your Bardic Inspiration on 13, Loxon?
But why does he need to make a performance?
Because he's just walking in like he owns the place.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, in that context. Yeah, I would then, yeah.
Alright.
Still have a
he's
D4.
exerting his charisma.
18.
You also have a D4.
Oh, plus a d4. 19. Yeah, you walk in like you own the place. You follow after this ice maiden, who leads you through. You can see there's some of these like little ice goblins hanging out. You also see that hag is in the far corner of the room, although she's kind of locked in conversation with her grumpy-looking companion. The ice maiden just leads you through. Go in if you kick the shadows. You walk like you own the place, and they don't even look in your direction.
Yeah.
Even as he walks across the water.
It's actually frozen ice, so it's
Guys, look, I'm Jesus.
actually ice. And she leads you in there.
Jesus.
Right, he points at a door over there and she's like, she's in there cleaning the privy.
Who had the flower?
Loxon.
Oh, God damn, I really wanted like inside checking this to see if she's like telling the truth.
You can do so, but she is a pretty woman, so I don't know if you're good at insight checking those.
I'd probably be at disadvantage.
Yeah, that's fair. Self-imposed disadvantage is the thing.
Yep.
Do you know what? Take just for this session inspiration, because you've been role-playing a fuck ton with your weird flaws.
It
think
still
that's
makes me
fair.
laugh that you once said, "Oh, who keeps giving out this DM inspiration? It's you, man." It's
Well, I'm making that straight up. It's just for this session
it's
inspiration.
just for the session.
Yeah, cool. Sorry man, this Roll20 is just killing me here.
I will roll insight for you.
Yeah, thanks. Bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
Peas and
you
rice.
Self-imposed disadvantage gives you a natural 1.
Okay.
She just, everything's fine.
I just get very distracted by her. I look over to like try to judge her by her expression. I just get lost in her face for a second. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, those pretty fey features.
Wait, what was I doing?
Oh.
And
Oh
then
yeah, into the bathroom, and I
you go in
just
the
walk in.
bathroom, and you find inside there is a pretty woman. She has fey-ish features, but with kind of a little bit more of a human selfness to them. So where Faye are very like angular and like supermodel beautiful, she has a little more like kind of an edge of realness to her, giving her kind of a rounder face. And she even has like slight horns poking out from underneath her hair. And she looks up, plunger in hand, like, Jesus fucking Christ, those bastards could at least fucking try and... Oh, hello?
Oh, hello there.
She puts the plunger down somewhere out of sight and takes her big gloves off.
I'm just gonna, if you don't mind, I start to mind pulling down my pants and don't. No, don't worry. Look, I'm here on behalf of a mutual friend of ours. He told me to make a delivery to you.
Delivery to me.
Yeah.
From...
You might want to clean your hands.
I have to go into the powder room to do that. That's where the basin is.
Is that the room we just came from?
Yes.
Alright, yeah.
Squeeze by.
look, this-
You move back a bit. I forgot I moved her. You can't move. And she squeezes by, goes, oh! And jumps when she sees the Ice Maiden and she sees Gwyneth in the corner.
they're still there.
Yeah. The Ice Maiden's like, oh, don't mind me. And she just glides out of the room. And kind of look, you can see her kind of watching the door. She's like, did she let you in?
Yeah.
She's...
Yeah.
I was able to stress upon her the romanticism of this particular scenario.
Romanticism, right. She washes her hands in a basin of like soapy water. Like, so what are you doing here?
I believe I was told to give you this. I take out the flower. I give a small flourish and present it to her.
Her eyes go sort of wide and she looks, it's like, that's a water lily. From the Fey King, of the River King, yeah?
Yeah.
She
You
reaches
don't
out
need me
to
to
take
say
it,
it, do you?
looks at it, and throws it across the room. Like, you tell that fucking bastard who lost me in a damn card game to the Snow Queen that he can go fuck himself. I've been stuck here, surrounded by freezing cold people who beat me and treat me poorly because he bet me on a game.
This isn't exactly how I saw
He didn't
this.
even have a strong hand of cards.
That's a
Can't play Gwent for shit.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm should I leave?
At least you can leave. I'm trapped here. I was kidnapped from my home. I was just swimming in a river, and it turned out it was some Fey's river. And I was sucked into the Feywild and told I'm an indentured servant. And I've been here for God knows how long. I want to go
Where are you
home.
from?
How do we can't break her out, can we?
I'm from. And
I
she
just
gives
turned
you
to
a location
Gwyneth.
kind of in Taldori. Sort of those like large span of farmlands between Amon and Percy's home.
Okay. I'm just gonna excuse me a minute. Just turn around to Gwyn and just kind of go into a little huddle. So not exactly sure what I expected when we came here, but I don't think it was this.
Yeah.
So
Guy's an arsehole.
Nah, I'm not gonna deny that. But so we gonna get this lady out of here, or
Hell yes, we are.
that's
I'm already an enemy of the Ice
Queen.
Queen.
But I have been looking to go to.
Yeah, you've been listening in.
So I would like to message Loxon. If you get her in my line of sight, I can banish her to the Prime Material realm. But a minute after, and she'll not return to the Feywild.
that could work. All right, we could get her out of here. Where's the Ice Maiden?
She's just out there watching the door.
She's chilling at the door.
Kind of looks like she's managed to
interesting.
shoo some of the goblins away to a different room to give you some peace.
Well,
We could, they seem to ignore you. Maybe you could pretend to be an enforcer and lead her out.
Well, I think the
stuff
second I
with the
try and bring her
neck.
past this lady here, we're kind of screwed.
Well, wouldn't it just work if we get Gertrude like outside the window and then?
All that matters is I have sight on her through a window, maybe 60
Yeah, are there any
range.
windows where we are currently?
Yeah, there's a window beside you.
And it's on
Alright.
ground floor.
Yeah, it's on the ground.
Yep.
This only has
It's
one
all
floor.
on the ground floor. Like,
Yeah, it's just got one floor. So if John went around to the other side of the house, he could look in through that window.
Sounds like a
Okay.
plan.
Yeah, I could do that. So be mindful of the fact that if she disappears while we're here, it's bad. If she disappears slightly after, it's okay.
So we're saying she come back later.
Just wait like 10 minutes, half an hour.
We could flush her down the toilet and then retrieve her later.
judging from the size of the plunger and the type of gloves she's wearing, I don't think that the toilet's flush.
John, you're sort of thinking about this. You look over your shoulder, kind of going, all right, maybe we go around to the other side of the house. With your high perception, when you look over your shoulder, you can see coming in your direction a frost giant and a bunch of other sort of fey court-looking people of the snow court. And at their head, strolling towards the front doors that you are hiding nearby, is the Snow Queen.
Oh, hell.
Coming danger.
Hmm.
I don't suppose, Gwyneth, you have the dust of disappearance on you, because that would be a perfect time to use it.
No, I
Yes, that's
kind of
brilliant.
used that when I got jumped
Well,
on by a demon.
Because
Uh,
something's coming.
has-
Okay, I just
Has John told us about that she's coming?
I'm trying to tell you, yes, that something's
Alright.
coming. The frost queen.
That window, does it open?
No, none of the windows open. They're just panes of glass.
I turned to the
Thank you,
frost lady who tried to. Actually, no. First, I turned to the traded girl,
Yeah.
yeah, I say to her, look, we just quietly, we might be able to help you, but looks like someone's coming here right now. You hang tight. We're gonna see if we can get out of here.
Hang tight. What, in this room?
No, just go about your business, get your plunger, get back to your plunging.
All right. You could get me out
I
of
don't
here?
suppose you know another way out of here, do you?
No, there's just the one door. There's the
One door.
windows. You could
One
maybe
door.
jimmy one. But it'd take a minute.
Do you want me to get us out of this shit, or are you guys handling things?
Well, while this is going
if
on,
Gwyn has a way out, I can misty step through a window.
while this is going on, you guys at the front door, what are you doing? Because she's walking towards you with some speed, and you can't really go back the way you came because it's just open. They'd see you coming away from their building.
okay. So I just
Can I
look at,
try and slide of hand the window?
yeah, and in the meantime, I just look at John and I look at Joe and I just say, do I cast invisibility now or later?
I
We should
could
go
make
towards
us.
us, the ones staying behind, or the ones that are in the room.
I ask the ones that are with me, so John and Joe.
I could make a small extra dimensional space for us to hide in for an hour.
Would they not
Wouldn't-
see it though?
Yeah, wouldn't they see the door?
I mean, if somebody wants to read it, it is an invisible door.
Yeah, I mean that would probably work. You don't know what our sensory
Invisible
abilities are, but
But why
Might
would
be.
I just invisibility is like a 4th level spell and yours is like 9th level
actually
or something.
second.
I mean, that clearly says second level.
Oh really?
But
Oh.
little twos there.
Yeah, he's had for the longest
Plus,
time.
plus mine lasts an hour. I think yours lasts a minute. Am I right?
I know, invisibility lasts an
Invisibility,
hour. Greater.
yeah.
than
Oh, it's not
invisibility
great.
lasts an hour.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, it is.
Well,
up
I guess
to
we should
you.
first begin with the rope trick and see if we can do something better. Because something's better than nothing.
So yeah, what do you do? Rope trick or invisibility? And
rope trick, I
this is kind of like a bit of a knee-jerk reaction. She's striding in your direction. She'll be there in seconds, or
Yeah,
within
but
view of you within seconds.
is the rope invisible?
I cast rope trick and then draw the rope inside. So the length of rope I have is only short anyway, but I cast it off to the side.
All right, you cast rope trick. You
Yep.
climb inside.
One foot
Up
up.
into it.
Everyone hops into the room. Snufflet zooms in, and a couple of seconds later, it's kind of thing. Everyone gets in, and then we see the Snow Queen stride past you all, do her little angry stride, and you're all kind of in this little room looking out. She strides past, and she stops. She looks around her.
If she looks in our direction, I'm going to put my hand up to my... I'm going to try and make eye contact, put one finger up to my lips, and wink at her a bit, and then give her a thumbs up. Just in case she's looking at us, if she can't see through the door, then it's not going to mean anything.
Yeah. So she looks left, she looks right, looks at you, looks through you, and after a couple of seconds, just walks forwards.
Could I insight check it to see if she noticed us?
Yeah, sure. So meanwhile, Loxin and Gwyneth in the other room. What are you guys doing?
Yeah. So,
can I sleight of hand to Jimmy the window, or?
You can thieves' tool to Jimmy the window. She did not see you, John.
So is that a sleight of hand? Like, I don't have it set up on my sheet.
Well, it depends if you have expertise or not.
No, I have expertise in sleight of hand. I don't have.
Yeah, it's not sleight of hand. It's thieves' tools. So it would just be, it'd be it'd be a proficiency dex roll as long as you've got it. Perhaps a dex saving throw would basically be the same thing, but minus.
No, I'm pretty sure she has Don't she have expertise in thieves' tools? Like a rogue, you can definitely get that.
Yeah, you can get it, but she hasn't taken it.
Oh.
She would know if she'd taken it.
No, I don't have expertise in the thieves' tools.
Yeah, which would be to Jimmy this, because you've got to use your tools to, pop it safely and not make a lot of noise.
So you want a dexterity saving throw then, I guess?
Yeah. I mean, it's just a dex check with your proficiency. Achieve that in some fashion.
You can just put dex and then add your proficiency afterwards. Yeah.
So that's a +4.
Yeah,
on top of that, so
you manage to find the joints and quickly undo them, unscrew them, and you pop the whole piece of glass out without breaking it. And you can go to the other side and pop it back in place. It only takes you a couple of seconds, 30 seconds or so.
No, let the girl out. Let the girl out.
I mean, she can come with us if she wants, but I'm getting out now.
She's just looking on in confusion right now. And you hear from her side, "Oh shit, the Snow Queen's coming! Fuck!" You hear the maiden looking. She looks around nervously.
Yeah.
And Gwyneth, jump out.
If she looks in the room, she'll just see me half out the window.
Okay.
Yeah.
I give her. I give her exactly what Joe just did to her mama. Little shush and wink.
Oh, so I can't remember what I did to her mama. Yeah.
Alright, John comes out of the extra dimensional space because he doesn't know what's happening, and he knows the Snow Queen went out, so he goes out. Does anything bad happen?
Roll a stealth check for me, please.
I mean, you can see out through the space, but it's not like a...
Yeah, but you can only see in this direction facing this wall.
Yeah.
I'll be giving myself guidance then before coming up, because I think it's probably...
Loxin, are you directing Viala at all? She's just watching in confusion at the moment.
Well, I told her before that we'd be back.
Okay. So she just watches confused as you go out.
Oh, I want to come with you.
John, you poke your head out and...
Probably be really pissed if she went missing now, is what I'm thinking.
You can see the Snow Queen is standing kind of on this sheet of ice, and she sort of stops and begins to turn to look in your direction, like she sensed something.
Quick, John, cast a melt ice spell on that water.
I'm not out of... I go back inside because she turned towards me, and I am pretty... I know she never noticed me back then, but I'm pretty sure she's suspicious.
Okay, you quickly go back inside. A couple of seconds later, the Snow Queen wanders over here, looks around again, I'm sure I thought I heard something look, and then wanders back again.
I'm dancing where she can't see me. This is fun. We should do this more often.
Loxin and Gwyneth, you scuttle away. A little more time happens, and you think it's probably safe, and you guys leave, and you can scuttle away as well. So everyone kind of gets away from the estate.
Do we manage to like communicate the fact that?
Yeah, you can. You re-meet up. That's fine.
Cool.
You gather up
What
again.
about communicating to that girl that we need her in a window or whatever?
You can still message her now, I'm guessing.
I can try to do that.
You know where in the building she is, but she knows that we're coming back later.
But
Right,
still,
we'll solve the problem with the Bear King
wait,
and
but
then
she
get
was-
back.
Wait, but she was like pulled in with like magic shit. So like, if we free her, she'll just be pulled back with more magic shit.
We need
True,
to.
there might actually be a contract there.
Why do we need to free her? That wasn't part of the deal.
Yeah, I mean,
We don't need to, but we can. And I kind of think that we should. It's kind of.
What
I'm
is
in
Take-Fey
distress,
is
goddammit,
very
Loxon wants to help.
What we
Yeah.
have here is leverage, and we could always win her with a game of cards if needs be.
oh,
I don't want to brag, but I'm pretty good at Gwent.
I've never known you to brag. This is a first.
Yeah, I mean, she's there right now.
Oh.
You don't know how long you'll be sticking around after the tournament. As for like what would happen if you sent her away, who knows? Maybe she would be dragged back. Maybe you don't know how much the fake contracts spread, and how much influence they have in the mortal world.
Well, we can help her get away some other time, and then if she gets back, well, at least we tried.
I mean, at least she has had a vacation. Maybe you met with her parents, ate some nice food, went to the Bahamas. Something warm.
That'd be nice. Alright, well, we should probably get back to the River King for now. I don't know how the hell he's going to take this news, but
did we have any proof that we gave the flower to her?
We
have
I think her
made a
reaction is proof
contract.
enough.
Oh, yeah, because
I'll be honest, I kind of just want to get this girl out of here.
Why?
Because no one should have to deal with that kind of bullshit.
Well, it's not in our best interests.
She can deal with it for one more day, then we can come back and do something about it.
Again, you don't know how long you'll be in the Feywild, like, once the contest is done and stuff. This
Yeah.
might be your only chance, especially since you need a guide to get back here.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Not a day, like just some time. So she's suspicious something was happening, and then she disappears.
Alright. John, you said you could maybe banish her back if you were able to see her?
Yeah, if I could see her within 60 feet, I would ask her to be sure to let the spell affect her because she could resist it otherwise. If a minute passes without me losing my concentration, and if she's not born in the Feywild, she returns to the Primaterial Realm. Now, there's also the chance that she may appear something really dangerous in the Primaterial Realm, but who knows?
Yeah.
That does sound like a Matthew thing to do, doesn't it? She's actually the immortal, somehow.
You have a human transformed Tarask cleaning your toilets?
It's up to you. Like, do you want to?
Yeah.
If you want to banish her, you'll have to get a little closer to the house. Probably make a stealth check, not to be spotted, but
Yeah,
not a really high one.
I can definitely try to
You can,
and give myself some guidance. And
Silver could invis you.
Yeah, that could work as well. Although Silver literally just walked away at that moment,
Yeah.
so I don't
Out
think
of
that's an option.
disgust.
The advantage of webcams, we can see when she just randomly buggers off.
Oh, she's randomly buggered back.
And she's back.
Quick, stop saying bad things about her.
So
No.
the
I do
idea
love her
is
hair, though.
I message
She
her.
hasn't got her headphones in yet.
Oh, there we
Okay,
go.
No,
now
she
we
has
can
now.
stop saying bad things about her.
Silver, would you like to turn John invisible so he has a better chance of teleporting this girl away and not being seen? Alright.
Well, the thing is, invisibility will break upon me casting the spell.
It will give you advantage for a while you cast it.
Yeah.
I could
It'll get you there.
Yeah, we'll get you
I
there.
could cast greater invisibility if you wish, but it will cost me a 5th level spell slot.
That's
If
a
it-
bit awful.
If it was greater invisibility, it just wouldn't have a chance of seeing you. I think it's fair.
Well,
I
you
mean,
do.
are we even
You'd
gonna
have to be
fight
quick.
at all? I don't think we're gonna need all these spells.
Well, you never know.
I will cast it at apparently 4th level. I'll cast it at 5th level. You have a minute once I've cast it, so you gotta be fucking quick. You hear me,
Yeah.
Sunshine?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll be
you
sure
are
to
made
help my
invisible?
bump.
You go up to within 60 feet of the house. You can see her through the window. She's looking out, like, looking kind of nervous and concerned.
Okay, first I will message her. I'm gonna cast a spell. You don't see me. That's how it's supposed to be. Be sure to not resist the spell effects. Be sure to. This is one shot. Are you up with me?
Okay. You just get like a nervous okay back.
Okay. I'm casting banishment on her. Hopefully this will work.
I don't think it will.
There is a flash of light, and she disappears.
I'm holding the spell. I'm moving away as fast as I can back to the group.
Yeah,
and
you're invisible, so nothing has a chance of seeing you. So you return to the group, and you are safely led back to the fairgrounds. You feel that the spell continues on and disappears. Like, you successfully managed to banish her back to the material realms.
But I still think that it's a contract, probably, that banished her in the first place, so the contract will still be kept and she'll be pulled back, like, in an hour.
Not our problem.
Maybe not.
Something.
Gwyneth, are you satisfied now?
Yes.
Excellent. Then our mission is complete.
Okay, you return to the fairgrounds. You are led back to the area of the River King, who I think is out of the hot tub by now and is hanging out over in his little river palace.
What part of him's hanging out?
Not any of the good parts.
Damn.
I don't know where I am. I'm confused. I'm up at the top right.
Oh, here we are.
Oh, there I am. Holy shit, is that the king? He's a lot taller than I thought he would be.
No, he's moved around since you've been gone a little while.
Oh.
But, they don't just stand in one place the entire time. They move around a little.
Wait.
Hello. Can I pass you? Thank you.
Roll persuasion. No, never mind.
Don't say the T-Y word.
Alright.
So much swearing. Am I the only one around here that pays attention to the rules?
Luckily, Sahagin don't care. They're not Fey. You find that the River King is up here. He's kind of looking over all these little flowing rivers going off, having a conversation with the beautiful voiced Viviana. And you guys all going like, you're back. Good. How did it go?
We delivered the flower.
We delivered the message as well. She replied, I believe, in these words. I may be abridging. I didn't quite catch it. I was not there when to give it, but I think she said, say to that fucking bastard then he lost me in a card game," and something other about being rude to you.
I think she also said tell him to go fuck himself.
Maybe, I don't remember. Oh, I think she'd also said thank you. I think she
Loxon
said
is face palming so much right now. It's like, why do I let these people talk?
His eyes like flash angrily, and it's like, I told you to assure her that she wasn't forgotten.
Yeah, we assured her, but she was still angry at you. Like, she was not forgotten, but she was still angry at you.
Let her know that her king loves her? Did you sue her?
Well, I couldn't sue her. I was not there.
I mean,
why doesn't somebody
let me speak to him about matters of the heart.
Talk? And you can see he's angry, like, not happy. John has pissed him off very quickly.
Look, River King. We went to the lady. She wasn't too happy. You know, ladies don't like to be just forgotten for a while. I know you're a very important man. You got a lot of things going on, but she hadn't seen you in a while. She got a bit emotional.
Of course, that one should not talk, and points at John.
But we tell her that last, don't worry.
You calmed her, yes? You told her I would be back for her.
Yes, we
did better than that. I mean, we possibly, under the guidance of our archer friend, hell have no fury like a woman scorned. We tried to calm her a little by banishing her to her home realm, where obviously it's going to be easier to fetch her from. I imagine.
He moves very quickly across the floor towards you, grabs you by the throat and lifts you up off your feet, Joe. It's like, you did what?
I didn't do anything. And this isn't my throat. Please be careful with it. Your favorite cleric banished her to the realm at the bequest of our archer friend. I said we should leave it.
I mean, you don't really have anywhere to hide there, Gwyneth. That's just an open tree stump.
She can hang from the ledge, you know.
I'd say with a 31, I'm pretty sure she
Right.
could fucking hide in front of him.
Alright. He throws Joe aside, like just kind of drops you off to the other direction and storms up to John. It's like, you banished her? How will I find her on the material plane? How dare you?
Whoa,
Metal!
whoa.
I gave you a simple job. You were supposed to. This was in my interest.
We
gave her the
fulfilled.
flower. That was part of the deal.
We fulfilled our part of the contract. At no point did you specify that we should not banish
Oh,
her.
and you had to go a little bit further just to jive me.
Well, we didn't intend anything wrong.
I should cut you down.
Look, no, listen, River King. The lady, she wasn't happy there, and she was blaming you for what's happening. We managed to give her an out, give her some time to get away, calm her senses, and as far as she knows, you're the one who got her out. So, if you look at it this way, she'll see that, obviously, you do love her, and you're the one who sent us there to get her out of that horrible place. She'll come to find that she seems to have more feelings for you than she may have thought originally.
Yes. This can do nothing but good things.
Oh my god, I can see Dank.
He looks nothing like I imagined. We
I
can't
thought-
hear you, brother.
I thought he'd have a beard. That's kind of like how I
No,
imagined
that's
a Dank.
kind of what I
Yeah.
imagined Dank looking like.
Yes, Dank. I can see that as being Dank. The Fey Lord of the River kind of looks at you, locks in, as you put out your case. Roll a persuasion check for me.
On it. It's something I can do now.
With
I gave him
advantage?
guidance because I knew I messed up. I'm sorry, guys.
You would have to openly give guidance, which might be not a good thing to speak at the moment. You could try, but he might just hit you.
Just as the Fey Lord's there going, this one shouldn't speak, he starts going, please, Lord, give power to him.
No, I
Persuasion
tried to give
18.
guidance as soon as Lobson began talking, but I'm not going to give it now if it's awesome.
So persuasion 18, pretty good. He's smart, but he's also quite vain and sort of saying, "This is you can make this work." You can see he kind of considers and goes, "It'd be hard to find her there, but I enjoy a hunt and a challenge."
The next time you do see her, she probably might be happy to see you.
Plus,
We
the
got
thrill is in the hunt. You'll probably find that the most enjoyable part of it.
You, sir, are not in shining armor.
You're laying it on a bit thick now.
How could you fail? I mean, look at you.
Well, that is true. I am rather
I mean,
fancy.
They call the other one the huntsman, but he ain't got shit on you.
All right. You've played to my ego enough. I suppose you fulfilled your contract. I can tell you what I know. I do not have the man's wife or child.
That is all you know?
Yes. And I can confirm that I do not have her and she is not in my employ.
Wasn't the deal that he would tell us who did have them?
I would tell you what I know was the deal.
No, the deal was that you would tell us who had them, not who
Yes.
didn't have them.
I'm afraid I don't know that, so I can't give that bit away, but
I want to
Then
insight
you
check if he's
shouldn't have
lying.
been able to agree to the terms of the deal.
I'm telling you that I do not know. I do not have them. So it must be either the Moonlit King or the Snow Queen. One of them has
Well,
them.
Does she know who has them? I made an
sorry
insight.
to say, but if the deal was you'd tell us who it was, it seems it's kind of your responsibility to find out now.
So
Otherwise, you
busy.
can't uphold your part of the deal.
Alright, I'll look into it. I might find out eventually.
does he not know? I made an insight check.
Yeah, I'm just checking his thing.
I believe what is the
doesn't
penalty in
know.
the playground for not upholding your side of a deal?
Ooh,
Nothing.
It depends on who you are and what your power is. Kind of like the
You could bring it
in a way.
to one of the Fey courts and bring your grievance forward. It might take some time, a few years, but...
Oh god.
Only a few years. Really, I thought it was going to be a few decades.
Fey years, they're a bit longer. Kind of as you. It's like... Honestly, I can't remember exactly what I said at the time, because I was just talking. But he's just like, I don't know. I do not have them. I can say that much. It must be the Moonlit King or the Snow Queen. One of them must have him. Mab would not keep a servant like that.
I mean,
And
we're
Lord of the
just at
Hunt
this-
does not keep servants like that either.
We're just at the Snow Queen's palace before we returned to this dishonourable man, and we did not see her there.
Well,
so
that is
kinda leaves one.
that is the well. Actually, you didn't really give you that, but you would know that is the Snow Queen's estate, not her actual palace. Like she has another
whatever.
palace in a different land somewhere where a lot of her servants would be.
I
just where she's
really
staying.
feel that we got screwed over on this one by
That was
him
obvious.
going back on his word. I thought Faye was supposed to be true to their word.
No. They obey the word, but the word is malleable. They're kind of like.
Malleable, but
I mean, he did use fairly exact phrasing, but
I can't remember the
Phrasing.
phrasing. I was just trying to talk to a bunch of people at once, but he just like goes, "Yes, I'm afraid I don't know, but I can tell you that they are not with me."
then we shall move on.
I'll say it's rather disappointing.
Thank you
I thought a man
for
of,
your help.
I thought a man of your stature would have known more. This other seems to know a lot more about what's going on than you do.
Well, I don't really feel the need to keep up to date with the servants of my opposition.
It's you fall behind on information, you lose the war, my friend.
I've
We've
not
wasted
lost
enough
yet.
time
Move
here.
along, and
Let's
thank
just
you.
Move on.
I'll be sure
Yes,
to
thank
find
you.
the Ellison.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, whatever.
Just the second strong man.
I'm gonna forget that rule. That's driving me fucking nuts.
Right, then how am I supposed to insult this guy by saying thank you very loudly and then walking off?
Well,
Fuck you very much. Sorry, I have an accent and a
It's been
list.
nice dealing with you. I'm sure the Ask Queen will be happy to know about servant that fled and be able to track her down.
Ooh, glares at you. I have a feeling you're too much of a noble man to subject her to the Ice Queen a second time.
Well, he might be, but I fucking well am not.
That's true, you hate NPCs of all kinds.
Are you free coming or are you setting up camp?
Just leave.
Yeah, so you guys kind of give him glares. He goes, he seems to have already forgotten you and moved on to chatting with somebody and drinking
I
wine.
look at Livlena, like, how does she react to this?
Uninterested. Mostly just deaf glaring, Silver, sorry.
Can I, like, at this point, like, what is she?
A very pretty Fae.
Who is she?
Oh, wow, like, I classify these as, like, oh, that's like, an Australian crocodile, like, I classify them as animals. They're below human for me.
So, should we go visit the one Fae that we haven't visited yet, seeing as this one was a waste of 3 hours?
We kind of expected, like, at least we knew what we were getting with the Frostwing. Yeah, we just chose, like, the better option that was giving us, like, a half measure.
I think we need to ask the
not
written
gonna
contract.
lie, I kind of want to assassinate the diplomat just because.
Oh, just for shits and giggles.
Just to spite
Yeah.
the River King.
Pretty much.
Yeah, let's do that.
Wait, we could do that, and I think we may want to consider actually fucking shit up. But we are actually honor guard for Auntie Elderflower, as such we're under her purview. So if we get something really bad, we should probably ask her, can you handle it?
It might be best just to do it subtly. It's kind of what you think.
Mm.
Or, you know, they did
I
say
mean, we
if you could
probably
convince them.
stand in the throne room and I could take pot shots. Like,
what was the requirement for the honor guard? Could we just banish him as well? Let's just go around fucking banishing everyone and let shit sort itself out.
This is their promise. This is their realm. They're not going to be banished to somewhere. They're going to be banished for like a minute.
Well, no. The diplomat is from another area. We don't know which
we needed
one.
to either kill him or give him to the freaking Ice Queen.
You don't think you haven't met the thing yet, but you don't know if banishing would really do much to stop them visiting him again.
So kill him or bring him to the Raven Queen.
Convince him to work with the Snow Queen.
Do we know anything else about the person? Is he a man? Is he
you don't know. You just know there's some sort of diplomat there who's with.
We could have offered him to track her down in the prime-material plane. That would have been a good deal.
I mean, they're all stood within 30 feet of each other. We could just fireball them several times and run away laughing.
Yeah, you could try that.
I mean, it would be fun.
I can see a suppressed grin.
Everything.
Okay, I'm just one level from retiring. I don't want to lose my character.
You go on about retiring so much, I never know if you're serious or not.
One day away from retirement.
I never talk about retiring. I just say I'm one day from retiring. It's like the cliche in Hollywood movies.
One day
I'm gonna
from
retire.
retirement.
I'm too old for this shit. Oh look, I've already got that gif up. Well,
Yeah, do you guys want to go to the bathhouse and investigate the thing? Or do you want to sit and grumble for another 7 years?
I know, the grumbling is kind of therapeutic.
Well, we do. But I can take you to the bathhouse if you want to go there. The Ice Queen has somebody to send you there.
Currently trying to think of other ways around this. But...
You could also go talk to the Moonlit King, or any of the other NPCs you can see around here.
Do we want to speak to Sergeant Pompous and the Fancy Pants Club?
I guess.
Where is he?
I don't know.
He's up in the top left. Ow, fucking cat.
I'm kind of thinking we should just leave Finch's family to sort their own shit out.
Top left of the owl is a really weird hard requirement. It has to be below the top floor, but it still has to be pretty high.
Yeah, guys, we have stuff to go through. I know I'm going to get to the speeding up point now because it's going to get really late if we don't start moving on to actual maps and things.
Yeah.
So
we thought we'd come really close to finding out where Finch's family is, and this guy fucked us over with... Basically, he just lied to us.
Mm-hmm.
But
He didn't lie as much
Yeah.
as he assumed that he told the right thing, but he did lie.
Yeah, he did. He did lie, but it's Matt's
Essentially,
wording, not
he
his.
owes us now.
Kinda.
guys, I was talking to a bunch of people at once. I don't remember his exact wording at the time.
Okay.
I did try and keep it to, I'll let you know what I know. I might have slipped up. But
That's fine.
I'm not a conversational wizard. I'm also doing a bunch of
No, I
stuff at
realise that,
once.
Matt, but the thing is, if we'd known that basically, if he'd phrased it that way, we would have been suspicious that he basically knew fuck.
I definitely phrased it that way a couple of times, but he had to reinstate a couple of times, so he might have said, I will let you know exactly where they are, but I don't think he did. From what? I was trying my best to keep it to, I will tell you what I know about them.
I get you.
Okay, so in the interest of time, then, did we want to forego rescuing Finch's family and just do the Auntie Elderflower shit?
I mean, he said he'll look into it.
Yeah, but it was that way of like, I'll look into it. I also live eternally, so, maybe in 1,000 years or so.
He thinks he lives eternally. I'll be back.
He can live eternal, he's not gonna.
Yeah.
Wait until I get power word kill.
Alright, so we can go handle the... Joe, if we can go talk to that diplomat and get him to flip sides, then we can give a middle finger to this guy and get the information at the same time.
I don't know. That Fey Queen, she said she would tell us who had them and she knew who had them, but I really want to double check first.
Yes, her wording was specifically, I know where
She
they are.
knows who had
Yeah.
We also kind of have to, never, from getting the ring, we mustn't interfere, which is kind of, contractually bound.
No. That was a separate contract, John. That was one requirement. We weren't able to fulfill that one. She gave us a different requirement. It's a separate contract without that clause.
Oh, cool.
Alright, so I think we should just head to the bathhouse, try to sneak our way into this guy and make him a deal.
I don't think that's the guide. We need to get a guide to, lead us there.
You have a guide there. The Snow Queen had one set up for you.
Cool, we do that.
All right. You head there. The guide leads you through the city, and you find yourself again on the bottom floor. You're on actual ground level again. There's a wooden building in front of you with steam coming out of several chimneys. And you move up, there is a front door. I'll take you over. And you can see there's like a little reception area that has a satyr behind a desk and a big werebear standing, kind of arms folded, and a couple of bear folk hanging around outside.
I asked Auntie. Oh, sorry, I was in the wrong map. I thought we were at the wheel now.
Yeah, there's two of us on here.
We see two of us.
There's lots of tokens, Matt.
I didn't delete the other ones. That's fine.
Uh,
there's other ones down there. Just ignore those. Those are for the fight later on.
Yeah, I saw it earlier. I just didn't want to mention it.
I forgot. I pre-prepped everything there. It's fine. That's where you're going to have your big arena fight with the Bear King.
Cool.
Alright.
Right. So we're in here. You there? You the diplomat?
Diplomat? No, I own this bathhouse. How can I help?
Funny enough,
Inside check.
we're looking for
Fuck
a
you, Tony.
diplomat.
A diplomat? I don't know of any diplomats here, sir. Maybe he's in one of the private baths or in the public baths.
So you don't know who's in your bathhouse?
I mean, I don't ask everyone's vocation upon entering.
We're just looking for a friend of ours. Came in here a while back. He'd be one of the. He's a diplomat. Do we know his race?
No, you were never told his race.
Okay, but we know he came here because he needed to soak. So I'm guessing.
You just heard he's
probably
spending a lot
swagging.
of time in here, just chilling.
He was a guest, or is a guest of the Water Fey guy.
We have a couple of people here who I think are guests of the River King.
Good, that's narrowing it down. He would be a man of standing. And a man.
I mean, he looks over his notes and goes, nobody in the public baths are River King, I believe. Sorry, not in the public baths, in the private baths. We've got Shadow Fey back there.
Weren't we just at the River King? Why are we still just looking for him?
We're not looking for him. We're looking for his diplomat.
Yeah.
We're gonna persuade or kill the diplomat.
Yeah. But there are people who might fit that description in both the public baths, which are to my right and left.
But we know that the moon guy has the guy because
We don't know who has it.
It's the moon girl or the frost girl?
We know that the river girl doesn't. The river person doesn't have them. So then the other one.
No, we don't.
The Frost Queen wants us to talk to the River King's emissary and get him to swap sides.
And we're doing that very quick.
Listen. We already went to the Ice Queen's house. She was not there. Then we
No.
We
No,
discussed
she doesn't have them.
her
She
estate.
knows who has them.
And
We went to her estate.
and
Doesn't prove that she doesn't have.
that is her estate here. She has a whole kingdom where the
Yeah.
servant might be.
She can tell us
So-
who has them, and we can.
She has
figure
a lot of other servants apart from.
Plus,
one
the only
she saw.
room that we visited there was the toilet.
Yeah, so
Didn't even get to go.
she might be in the Ice Queens because you only saw a couple of her many servants. Yeah, because that's just her her little holiday house here, not her main kingdom.
I don't suppose by any chance there's any Furbog staying in the baths at the moment.
Furbog, no, there are no Furbogs.
Just curious. Well, if this person we're looking for,
Solmat Poe was here the other day, but he's left now.
well, this
Puma
this
Soul.
diplomat we're looking
So,
for.
thank you.
So you think you don't have anything on the books of who of?
We don't really take names or people's jobs. We just people can come and have a good soak, pay for the private baths if they want, or enjoy the public baths during the festival.
So the public baths are free.
Yes, they're for everyone during the festival. Don't
Don't
overread it. It's fine. It's just this is the end. Don't overread it. It's fine.
We're just here to find this fellow.
He knows that. We've already told him that.
Well,
he said there are nobody
He
in
doesn't
the
know.
private baths that match
Okay, I'm just.
the hero.
Your description is that he works for the River King or some. There are several people here.
No, I'm
who
saying
might be
he's
that.
a fella who would probably need a good soaking every now and again.
Yeah, there's a few people here who sort that. You can move in and go to the public bath yourselves. I'll just need you to hand over your weapons and armor before progressing onwards. We
I
don't
have
allow
neither.
weapons.
I have a shovel if you want.
Yes,
Because,
I'll take that shovel, thank you. And any armor that you're wearing. You see you're not wearing any, that's fine. But the rest of your friends will have to hand over their weapons.
would I have to hand over my shield as well?
Yes, of course, and your armor.
Basically, we're going in our skivvies.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
could I
going
still
into
have-
you're going into a bathhouse. They're not letting you bring a machete in with you and like.
Yeah,
armor.
but like, could I still bring my divine focus, such as like beads?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
crystals?
A divine focus would probably be alright because it's just a holy symbol.
You're going to list every item of equipment. Or should we just move
I
on
go
and
ahead
then when
and
it
take
matters?
off everything
No,
and
that
walk
was a
inside.
fair question, Adam.
I
Yeah,
won't say.
everyone hands over their weapons, yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything off, strip down,
Yeah,
to, extremely tight speedos, and head inside.
once again, locks in and stripped. Yeah, there's like a little changing room where you're kind of expected to like get more comfortable. The room beyond is kind of a big steam room. Just lots of steam in there. And further on, you can see what looks like there is what looks like a public bath, and in it there is a large frog-like creature stewing in some water, looking very relaxed. Two beautiful mermaid women at his side.
Oh, it looks like our man.
I just kind of casually walk up and just start move as if I'm going towards the bath, just to see if these guys react.
Alright, you move up. The Sahagin look at you as you're going by and go, "Not any space here, buddy. Unless you want to snuggle up with us."
Well, I appreciate the offer, but I'm just here to talk to your friend of mine over there.
I don't know about that. He looks over and the guy goes, "Oh, let him come forwards and talk. It's fine. It's fine. I love conversation."
See, man of good fan tastes.
Hello there.
Howdy.
Let's see. I appreciate your speedos, sir. I never liked using my imagination anyway.
They are very form-fitting and they hug the figure quite well.
He gives a jowly chuckle.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, he's just this big, fish, toad person looking guy lounging in the water.
Nice company you have here.
Oh, yes, lovely ladies. Been getting me my wine for the last few days and dealing with my issues as they arise. They give a fine back rub.
Oh, what business you in?
Trading, mostly.
Oh. Merchantile, man. You must be good for making deals then.
Oh, it's a nightmare here. I must be so particular with wording. But, yes, I make deals, I trade, and such, rare materials that can only be found on my plane. And, some magical items I craft myself.
Sounds like got some mighty fine wares there. How's business recently?
Oh, very good, very good.
You have any, trading partners here? You just act as a loan agent. It's pretty tough to break into a market like this without friends.
Could you just roll a quick, deception check for me?
Yep.
Or performance, whichever one you prefer.
Let's go deception.
Yeah, doesn't have that? Okay. Alright. He doesn't cotton on that you kind of know more than you're letting on yet, and he's like, "I have some partners here, yes. Good partners. High up in the world."
No? Well, seems like we have something in common then. I've got some friends around here too, and they also seem to pay quite well.
One second, my lad, and he pulls one of his huge feet out of the water. It's his big webbed, calloused foot. It's like, "Would you just mind rubbing that cankle there? It's been nightmare. you have much stronger fingers than the merfolk. I reckon you might be able to get that knot out.
Do it and he'll owe you a favour.
He is not Fey. You can tell that. You kind of know he's an elemental.
Well, he'll still owe you a favour. Favours are
Also
favours.
Got these,
I sure want to do that.
Great.
My hands are rough. I'm a fighting man. No, not at a time.
Like I said, the knot is deep. Just get in there, just between the toes.
I just kind of give a pleading look to everyone behind me.
Is everyone with him?
Gwyneth and John are. You're still at the reception.
I will move behind the corner and I will message around to him saying, "Just do it. I know it may not be nice, but we need information."
Well, I don't know. It doesn't seem like a task to do for a new partner, does it?
Partner? What exactly are you trying to be my partner in?
Well,
I already have an exclusive deal.
I'm just wondering how well you're doing out of this deal.
Magnificently, he says as merfolk rub his shoulders.
You are today, but you never know. These folk are fickle. Some of them are a bit more trustworthy than others. Some of them just don't tend to keep their word sometimes.
Is that so? Well, I assure you I am quite comfortable.
Comfortable now, but, you know, business is one thing, but sometimes that can turn deadly when the wrong person gets turned down. In fact, just earlier today we were talking to this fellow, what's his name? That big river fella? River King?
Douche tits.
Yes, douche tits.
Yes, we were talking with him. He offered us a deal, we followed through on it, and he just completely shafted us on it. It's out of the blue, seemed trustworthy, worked with him, did everything we wanted, and he just sent us away, nothing. Argued us out on the technicality. What kind of business is that? Doesn't sound very trustworthy to me.
He leans forwards and goes, I see, you're wanting to put a little wedge in there so you can apply for something else. I assure you the deal has been quite good for me for many hundreds of years, and I like it. But you've clearly got something in mind, so just talk plainly, my friend.
Finally good to see someone who appreciates a bit of straight talk. Look, we're here on behalf of the Winter Queen.
Yes, the prettiest white-haired lady.
Very pretty.
Yes, you sent me a few envoys before trying to get me to swap sides, but I'm quite comfortable. I'd be more comfortable if someone would rub my foot with strong hands, but whatever.
That would be nice. But if we're going to be dealing as equals, I don't think we can be doing this. Look, this Winter Queen, she's quite insistent on this deal, and sooner or later you're either going to get turned down by our current dealer, or she's going to get impatient. These folk live long lives, but they don't take being slighted over and over too well.
Tilts his head, kind of like goes, I see what you're getting at. You're thinking it's time to jump ship to your Winter Queen because, I don't know, she'll kill me otherwise, is that it, eventually?
Well, that'll be the last thing she does. Before that, there'll be the capturing, then the freezing of various body parts slowly and over as they're slowly cracked off your body one by one, and then as they thaw, placed into your screaming mouth as they slither down your throat.
She'll probably do the feet last, I imagine.
Yeah, you're worrying about those cankles now? What do you think's going to happen later?
You can see the two Sahagin have like stiffened up and look kind of like, what the fuck is this guy saying? And they both like move forwards a little bit and go, you shouldn't be threatening them, buddy. You should get out of here.
It's not a threat. It's just a prediction. These things do happen.
Merely delivering
you
a
know
message.
her reputation, right?
She does have a pretty good... roll an intimidation check for me, Loxin.
Alright. Like God for having Christmas stats. And if only I could roll like a different character.
Oh wow, 19.
Nice.
Looks
It's just
at
a bad roll, but still nice.
tilts his head, gives you a curious look, and goes, "Stand back, my friend. Now, to be truthful, I like the River King. He keeps me good comfort. But the Snow Queen does have a more fearsome reputation. It's I can't really... And I have been thinking of broadening my horizons somewhat." And the Sahagin look a little uncomfortable with this, and he goes, "Oh, just go back to looking menacing at the wall." They growl and look away. "I tell you what, my boy, one's as good as the other. How about you make a deal with me?"
What kind of deal would that be?
Who
Rub
are
my
you?
feet.
What? First,
Like it's really itchy.
first, rub my feet, and I'll tell you the deal.
It's a strange request before I even know. But what are the other guys armed with?
They are not actually armed because they had to give up their weapons, same as you.
Okay.
But they have very sharp teeth and big arms.
Joe has a very delicate-looking bag of holding.
Yeah, which I don't think they get clocked.
Oh god, I'm just imagining you like just with your sack in the sack just to disguise it.
Just a bare knuckle boxing, and all of a sudden somebody whips out 10 skeletons armed with bows. It's like
10 super skeletons.
Nice.
Say he.
Rub my feet.
Loxon, you've touched worse.
This is not the person I want to be touching today.
Think back to the...
Gwen will give the guy a foot rub.
Not you, not you.
Okay.
Him.
Okay.
Rejected.
Really gonna
I know this is a bit like we're coming to see this. He's actually like he's not.
He's not into it thing. It's clear like he wants to make sure Loxon knows who's in charge here. And make Loxon go a certain degree to get what he wants.
Loxon, why don't you try and break off a couple of toes?
Is he the actual guy we're supposed to deal with, or is he just?
Oh, I mean, you have no way of knowing beyond what you've heard. But it seems likely. He
Well,
seems
I
like
mean,
the guy.
considering there's only a centaur in the other room, pretty much, I'm going to imagine that this guy's the guy we need.
We've got a red hag in the other room.
Yeah. You're gonna deal with this. You know who we represent. If you make us do this, it's as good as making her do it.
Roll a persuasion check.
God, it takes bloody I'm just gonna leave my character sheet open. It takes forever for it to open.
You can like minimalize it. Oh, that's like rises up out of the water like to his full, very impressive like height, and he kind of like wiggles his jowls in your direction. It's like, fine. Here's the deal. Who are you? What do you do? You're some sort of mercenary?
I don't have a champion in the tournament myself.
None of that bullshit. What do you do on the material plane? You stink of it.
Hunters.
Yes, you had the look of mercenary types around you. Dungeon delvers, killers, that sort of thing.
Swear to God, if you have another fucking quest for us, I will cut you off mid-sentence. That's what I'll do.
Sure you will. Now, here's the deal. I will call in a favour on that world of yours at some stage. For one of your hunts, yes? But you will not take payment. You will do this for me, and doing so, I will work with the Snow Queen instead. I have some business on the material plane that I need dealt with.
I mean, he's being incredibly vague here. We could easily just say okay and then just not do anything with it, you know. Do you want to be more specific, Mr. Feyman?
I need someone killed and something collected.
There we go.
A business rival that has been working on the material plane, gathering rare minerals and salts.
Who?
Oh, is his name John something?
George.
Very
No.
famous salt trader.
No.
Okay. Just checking.
What is his name?
He gives you an earth elementalish name. He says he is a Dao.
Adao! Ah, yes, I loved some of his songs.
Yes, they're very good.
The other side. Very talented.
Titanium. Anyway,
Well,
yes, you do this job for me pro bono, effectively, without expecting payment, and I will trade with the Snow Queen instead. Be dealing with a problem for me, worth the bother of trading over.
well, as long as we have access to materials afterwards, I'm more than happy to agree.
That's fair. Slumps back down. I'll begin trading with the Snow Queen at once. You should have the contract soon, and make sure you do it for me. If you stop, then I will stop trading with the Snow Queen, which will you'll piss me off and you'll piss her off. You don't want two of us against you, do you?
That's fine. We can hold up our end. We'll do business with you.
I'm sure you'll still find it very rewarding.
Well, it's been grand talking to you. Good luck
Oh,
with those
it's been a
cankles.
pleasure. My feet are still in agony. Hoggins kind of like moves to block the door and goes, "You can't just come in here and make deals with our diplomats like that. He's supposed to be working with the River King."
Yes.
So is he your boss?
They're blocking the door. I just don't want to move them because of all the
okay.
shit on their face. I don't want to ruin it. They could have.
Well, this gentleman has decided he's going to go another way.
Yes, I don't really see where the issue is here.
Yeah, if you want to tell your boss about it, you can just tell him that we didn't know they were working together.
They bare their teeth at you and they kind of stand menacingly over you. You're not going anywhere.
I'm sorry, but
Okay, can I? Hang on. Can I like walk into the door? Or where are you guys? Like this way, where Gwyneth's coming from?
Yeah, they went off in that direction.
Can I just shout at the bugbears? Hey, did you guys hear about what happened? Or the freaking Sir Hogginses? Did you hear what happened to the Sir Hogginses at this and this harbor town where we killed like their entire family before we went down to the fake Kraken contract? I don't remember who ran that contract, but like we killed a lot of them. So I'm just like, did you hear that we killed a lot of them? Do you really want to oppose us?
Just to be clear, this is a different plane of existence. So this is a little bit like going, "Hey, did you hear about all those guys we beat up in Australia?"
But it's their race.
Yeah, it's like going,
Yeah,
"Hey,
they don't have like a subreddit where they all talk.
did you?" But yeah, you can basically like come forwards and like threaten them, like saying, "Hey, we've killed so many of your kind. Like, you ain't shit to us."
Can I?
Roll an
Yeah,
intimidation
awesome.
check.
Look, I say, if you want to do
Fuck's sake.
this, then just know that this fellow is now going to be working with Winter Queen. And any slight against him or us is going to be taken by her.
Okay, I just thought I'd let you
Can
know. I'm going
I
now.
They are not
ask
impressed.
Can I ask the guy at the door to sick a bouncer on them?
Yeah, I'm curious because Loxin will probably have a chance, or Joe could maybe do something at the time. You go to the door. He's like, "A bouncer on who? The big Sahogin in there? Oh dear.
No, the men that you sent in earlier, they came in at the same time as us, and they're causing quite a ruckus. I think you should definitely throw them out as soon as possible.
Throw the men who were with you out.
Well, they weren't with us. They've been following me everywhere, with
dear.
the tournament going on and stuff. And really, like, they're causing trouble here, and I don't want trouble in your bathhouse.
Well, there's 3 men and 1 woman.
Mhm.
And you both say they're causing trouble in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, this is respectable. I can't have that.
You should really throw them out.
Bruno, throw them
I'll
out.
take care of them.
And this werebear, I'd say roll a deception check, but I think roll a deception check. Probably if you don't get that one, you'll probably be fine. With Gwyneth's aid as well, so it's
Oh shit!
believes you so much. So you guys are kind of having this argument. What do you do? Kind of, these two Sahagin are still blocking your way, and you see this massive
I'm
werebear.
talking shit to him.
You're talking shit to them. They're talking shit to you. There's a lot of angry pointing and like, come at me, bros. And this big werebear like pushes them both into their tub and go, "That's enough of that. Right, you out. You're causing trouble.
Me?
Out."
Oh, okay.
I give this man like a gold. I say thank you so much. And
Oh,
then I
that's
walk.
very shiny. He puts it in his mouth.
Can
that's
I
been-
have
that's
my
known, yo.
weapons and armor back?
Yeah, you can take your weapons armor back. They will give it back to you. But yeah, this werebear escorts you out. Joe, do you go along?
Yeah, I'll go along.
All right, the werebear kind of escorts you all out, shoving and pushing. Out, troublemakers. Especially you. I'm watching you. And points at John Rook. Shifty eyes. And you're all kicked out of the bathhouse. Like, no good nicks. And the satyr goes, "I'm terribly sorry about that," to Gwyneth. It's like, very sorry that they caused trouble. We try and keep unsavory thoughts out, you understand. But it's,
It was Silver that was having the issue, but it's alright.
Oh, very good, very good. And you guys make your way outside. The very flustered satyr there. And you return to the Snow Queen and say to her, yeah, you go back. Do you want to go over to the other map, or can we just theater of the mind that?
Theater of the mind.
Theater of
Yeah,
the mind.
good for that.
Alright, so you guys go back. You find yourself once again on this ice platform. The giant lets you through. And the Snow Queen looks at you and goes, "I assume you're here for a reason? Is it done?"
Yeah.
We may have persuaded the what we assume is the diplomat to turncoat.
Really?
Ignore her. We persuaded the diplomat. There's no
Yes.
maybe. The diplomat has been persuaded. He agreed.
We agreed to do a personal. We agreed.
Apologise for her baby.
Good. Good. She looks as pleased as her resting bitch face will allow. Excellent. The resources they give me will be useful, but more than that, it will piss off that bastard the River King.
That's payment enough for us too.
Now, you said you'd do a personal
from the
favour
work.
for him, correct?
Yes.
She looks at you very seriously, which is kind of the only face she has, and goes, "You will do this favour for them. I already have a problem with some of you because of your helping that artist chap. So make sure when the time comes, if you can, take the contract and deal with whatever they need."
Unlike artists or whatever, we are people of our word. Our word is our bond.
Our day job is literally doing contracts. We kind of do follow orders.
We do it. We promised we'd take him out, but our payment can be whatever's left behind.
That seems
Don't worry,
fair.
we
Very
can do
good. Very good. So, you wanted payment, I believe, in the knowledge of who had your little friend's wife and
Yes.
child.
Yes.
Nods his head. That's right, very well. Well, not me. The Moonlight King took them. I understand that he acquired their contract from Mab herself in the divorce. And she is now being kept in the Moonlit King's tower.
Do you know what the stipulation of this contract is? Why we're taken?
Those who find themselves in the Fey realm normally find themselves bound by a contract fairly quickly. If you want to eat, if you want to find shelter from the dangers outside, you have to pledge fealty to somebody, and then we tend to trade the contracts amongst each other.
Now, why the special interest in her case? Why is she being locked up?
I don't think it is special interest, to be honest. I think she was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and is now being kept by a rather terrible man. The Moonlit King is unhinged. I dislike spending time near him.
Well,
How do these contracts work, if you don't mind me asking?
Just agreements.
Hmm.
You eat some of our food, you need to repay us. We keep you in servitude. That sort of thing.
are they magically bounding? Like, if a
Yeah.
person was to disappear, would they have to be forced to come back?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, but our magic does not extend too greatly to the material plane. They would have to come and get them personally.
Well,
Here, it gives them a lot more power.
thank for that. If you'd be able to, rather than take up any more time, if you'd just be able to get someone to just write down the details and send them along with us, we'd appreciate it.
She nods and gets that done for you.
Thank you.
We still need a guide to get to his tower.
I'm
So we
afraid I
may
can't
need
help
her
with
further.
that, but that will probably be another day. Maybe talk with your patron, Auntie Elderflower, about that.
Sure, I'll be able to help us. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure, lady.
Cool. Let's go fight that Bear King guy.
Yeah, I think we should have some. I'm itching for a fight.
Mm.
I was honestly thinking we could just have a fight outside, after the bathhouse.
Okay, so we skip forwards a bit. You spend a little more time in the Feywilds, whiling away a bit of time seeing the beauty of the area. And eventually, however, it is time for this fight. And Loxin and everyone, you are taken to the arena that you all saw just down below.
You too.
And you get to see the Bear King take on many challengers before you turn. Representatives from the other Fey. You see him fight a Dark Fey duelist who does an alright job, but doesn't seem to actually be able to hurt the Bear King. Like, his blade seems to just strike him and pull away, and there's no wound. And is soundly beaten over the head by a maul by this big barrel of a man. The Snow Queen puts forwards a challenger who gets soundly thrashed. She actually puts forwards her giant. And the Bear King transforms into a large bear-like hybrid, grapples the giant and throws him to the ground and forces him to submit. The River King faces the Bear King personally, and they fight for a time. And those of you who know anything about combat and the sword, you can tell the River King could have won. It's the stronger of the two. But after a time, kind of letting this be shown, he eventually yields the fight and kind of goes back to his space.
What a dick.
Yeah. And you also see that several other adventurers, basically, Farwalkers and Druids and the like, try their hand at facing off against the Bear King, but are all unable to harm him. Or if they are able to harm him, not able to harm him for very enough to bring him down. But he seems to be very resilient.
Can I suggest me and Luxon fight together because I'm a small girl, so together we count as one?
I mean, you could maybe try that once it's Loxon's turn, which is now.
But personally, I think I should definitely try because it's kind of a tradition for me to try to 1v1 a match which I never win. I just want to keep
Yes,
that
it went
up.
so well the first time.
I mean, it did! I mean, the hand contract went perfectly. None of us died, and none of us lost characters.
I wish I had a camera so you could see how hard I'm face palming right now.
So Loxon, you are led inside, and this big bear of a man comes down and looks across at you and goes, "Hello again, young one. You ready? I am going to enjoy this, I think."
Before the match begins, I would like to ask Auntie Elderflower, could I cast a spell on Loxon before we begin?
Can I also ask something?
The young lady with her hand raised. You're a little quieter, yeah, there we go.
Yes,
The young lady
that's
with her
better.
hand raised. Do you have something to say there?
You can look at me, I'm not so strong, and I'm afraid for my friend, and I would really like to try to help him in your battle, because I know that he can win, but I want to help him.
What? This is a 1v1 test of strength, my dear.
But look how small I am. Together we are basically one.
Looks at you, kind
Silver,
of looks.
I'll find your name, but
No, shh.
if I fight,
Shh. Look at me.
this again.
I'm looking, but we're in the midst. This is a 1v1 test of strength. If we
No, but
fight
let me
together, it's not going to be a legitimate win.
I was considering it, but your roll persuasion with disadvantage because Loxin is anti-helping you.
No, because I really
You're
want
trying to make him not fight a 1v1 in a tournament. Literally everyone else fought like on their own, and Loxon's going to fight with someone else against this guy?
17. Nope. It's like Loxon, like, you know, he's like, I would think it fair fight. I could take my hybrid form to make it more difficult to begin with, but it appears as if your friend wants to face me alone.
I give him the stink eye.
I give her the stink eye back.
We can take it in turns to 1v1 the guy. Whatever. Don't have to hold hands. Good luck, Loxon.
Thank you.
Alright, well, let's
Can I
make...
cast a spell on him?
what spell would you like to cast?
Like Death Ward?
Yeah, you can cast Death Ward. I think that's
Okay,
fine.
I would like to cast Death Ward and then sneakily try to cast Regeneration as well.
Regeneration might be too much interference, you think. So,
I don't think you could sneakily cast spells like that.
yeah.
I can cast the spell, but I'm just taking a while to cast it, and I'm casting it again.
I think the thing is, John, if Matt asks you what spell do you want to cast, and you then say, I'm going to cast this, and then when he says, yeah, that's fine, and they go, and I'm also going to cast this, you can't sneak things past the DM, you have to tell him what things you're trying to
I know I can't sneak past to the end, that's what I'm saying, what I'm casting. Also, like, oh, can I also get that?
If you cast Regeneration, there's a good chance of it being seen as, like, outside interference because of the nature of that particular spell. Death Ward, you know, you can cast that beforehand, it's a bit more simple. Regeneration's a lot more, like, direct, obviously, like, interfering.
Yeah, I'll just do that for just in case he goes really
You can
bad.
try it, but you probably have to make a sleight of hand check against all the Fey Kings and Queens here.
I mean, he could have done it a couple of hours ago.
Regeneration? I thought it only lasted like a minute.
Oh, I thought you meant Death Ward.
Death Ward's fine, yeah. Death Ward's...
Yeah.
He could do that hours ago. It doesn't really... You know, it's not too obvious until, like, the last hit. Regeneration's a bit more obvious.
Yeah.
But you could try and sleight of hand it in.
Nah, I was like... It's like, well, if it's gonna be seen as outside interference, I was asking, could I do it, like, legally? No, I don't want to upset too many people.
Yeah.
Just that one.
Alright, you
Loxon might not be
Loxon.
happy if you, like, try to cheat.
Yeah.
He is a paladin at the end of the day.
I know you're a paladin, but I also don't want you to die because I care for you.
Well, he hasn't killed any of the other
no one's
combatants. He's been subduing them, beating them into unconsciousness or into submission in some way. So you should be alright.
It's pretty dark here.
Is it dark?
Yeah, there's no global illumination.
What is the lighting situation?
Oh yes, it's global illumination. Yes, let me just fix that.
That means
make
you
it
get to see things that
is that? Where's my global illumination? Did I click on the right thing there? Global illumination.
As much as I would like it to be dim light, they're probably having this fight in the middle of the bright day,
Yeah, it's
so
bright
people
day.
can see.
Is that better?
That hasn't changed, but it doesn't matter. I was only talking because of a. Oh wait, you can't see. Okay, that's why. No,
is that better? Oh, I did it, but it didn't work. Let me try now. Or I know I have to hit save something, don't I? No.
apply.
Auntie Elderflower now has a wicked awesome beard. I put a lot of care and attention into it, but you have to kind of
I
zoom
can
in to
tell.
the proper effect.
For some reason, I'm doing global illumination and hitting yes, and then it's not working. There doesn't be
there we go.
There we go.
There we
is
go.
a pretty wicked beard, man.
That is a fine beard. I like it. All right. So yeah, looks like maybe he would have maybe gone up for a 2-on-1 fight, but Loxon has decided he wants to do this the honourable single combat way, and you can see the Bear King respects that. All right,
Sorry.
Loxon.
I've done a lot of dumb things in character this session.
Yeah, it's been dumb Loxon day. Loxon, roll initiative for me.
Oh, I'm still clicking that. Alright. Be good. Not good. Wait, oh, it's good.
It just has to be better than him. If other people want to roll initiative, they can. It might affect how he reacts in the fight.
Fuck.
John's salty surprise.
Okay, I expected that. I'm not always salty.
Alright, well, John, you've got first. I don't know if you want to do anything.
With your salty surprise.
With your salty surprise.
I will shout to Loxon, remember to hit him hard!
Excellent. If you were a bard, that would be really useful.
Why do you think I roll initiative?
Yeah.
I mean, if I had guidance on him, but I'm too far away.
Yeah. If you started doing things, let's say there might be things for people helping. Not bad things, just like how he fights might change slightly. Right. Loxin, it's your go. Yeah, he stands across from you. He's got this big mallet. He's kind of grinning like, I'm looking forward to beating up this young squirt.
Alright, so, first off, action. Spectral Shroud goes on.
Big, creepy
action.
skeletal wings appear. You're like, oh, interesting.
And bonus action, I activate my Shadow Blade.
Blade of Shadow appears. All the Shadow Fae nod approvingly up in the Moonlit King's section. Like, ooh, very nice. It's very edgelordy. We love it.
And I'm going to take 2 sets back and just yell at him. Alright, come at me!
Okay.
And just enter like defensive stance.
At the end of your turn, he is going to use a legendary action. Let's see. He is going... Oh, that's a melee attack? I thought that was ranged. Just double checking that in the bio and info.
Having watched him for all this time, he said he seemed quite resistant to non-magical weapons. Was it resistant or immune?
Immune. And you know what? You even think you saw a man use a magic sword strike him and it do nothing. Okay, so that's actually ranged, but it's 30 feet. So
Poor man.
he looks very confused. It's like, what? No, it's a magic sword. Okay, he is going to use his frightful roar. Roar!
Okay.
He lets out like a big bestial roar. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
All of us.
Everyone, technically.
Technically, but he's only rarely doing it to the fight, so I think everybody, the crowd's right. You maybe get like, whoo, judder. Because it's pretty impressive. He'll just bellows.
Cool, just.
But it does not affect Loxin the Brave. And then it is his turn. He is going to rush forwards 40 feet. Get to there. Because his movement speed is 40 feet. And he is going to... He's like grinning at you as he kind of comes charging in. He is going to... He is going to hold his... He's going to take the dodge action. Holds his mallet up, like, come at me, and prepares himself.
Are we having a Metapod moment right now?
Come at me! He takes you seriously. He charges forwards, but he brings his weapon up and kind of keeps himself defensive.
Cool.
Nightingale. Your boyfriend across the road, like, winks at you.
I just shout, Loxon, I know I can't help you, but I want you to channel my powers and use your full strength in the battle. I believe in you. Also, don't miss with the sword, but in case you do, you know you have a little bit extra. Just keep in mind.
Okay.
Loxon, this is the sort of 6 seconds you want to aspire to.
Alright, you give Loxin inspiration. At the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action.
Oh, shit.
To throw a honey pot. He has like a pot of honey that he pulls out of his side and throws at Loxin. But it's only 14, so it misses you and smashes against the wall, and sticky honey pours across the ground. Very sticky honey.
Okay.
Then it is John's go. You just cheer on.
So you guys rolling extra initiatives is just making it easier for the boss guy in this.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he'll only use it when they actually contribute in some way.
I don't know. I will contribute in a way. I will message to Loxon, you know, just a whisper. Be sure to attack his crotch, he's probably very vulnerable there.
Fuck off right now.
I'm starting to think that John should be removed from... I was going to say the turn order, but how about the game? No, do you really need to be in the turn order, slowing this down?
Loxin, it's your go. He didn't take any legendary action there because John didn't contribute.
Cool. Alright, so he's just kind of in defensive mode.
Yeah, he's taking the dodge action right now. He's got his big maul up.
Cool. Take a step forward, and I'm going to, as a bonus action, use my Vow of Enmity
Ooh.
on him.
There's so many tokens on Loxin now, I'm getting a little concerned.
As he did, those literally just cracked.
This isn't even his final form.
No, it's not. He's got these creepy golf wings out, and it's magic sword, but they're all not part of his... all building up to his final form.
Yeah. And now, action. I'm going to take my attacks.
Okay, let's see it.
First off, miss. And again.
Miss.
I'm going to add Bardic to that one.
Ooh, okay.
Oh,
To the 16
darn
damage.
like it ends, guys.
You're gonna do it to the 16 damage, not the 23.
Hmm?
You're gonna add it to the 16 damage, not the 20.
You've already gone
back
past
to ones
the
that's already
15,
rolled
yeah.
past. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Really?
hits now.
Alright,
He
and
screams in pain as your sword passes through him and grabs his head and goes, "What sorcery is this?"
nice. And he also takes this because the attack hit.
Oh, jeez.
So extra 11 radiant.
Ow. That hurts.
And then as in my turn, he takes another 6, and I take 3.
Wow. He looks surprised and impressed, but not yet, like, worried.
Cool.
So he's like, But he's going to continue fighting you as a bear person. Oh, at the end of your turn, he uses a legendary action to make a melee attack against you. So he's going to swing his maul at you. Rah!
Oh,
Missing you horribly.
cool.
Can I roll 2? There it is. Roll 2. Then it's his turn. You can see he like grits his teeth, and well, there's actually no obvious damage from your your weapon. Actually, no, there's from the radiant damage. You see some of the radiant damage closes up, like the burnings kind of disappear from him a little bit. No,
Cool.
plus 200. God damn it.
I mean, that's a hell of a regenerate. No wonder you're going to struggle with this.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
200 a turn, that's pretty... Oof.
Yeah, you can see he does seem to. It's some of the burns kind of get a little better, and then he's going to swing his maul at you twice. 1, 2.
I'm just going to be like burning shields here. Oof.
All right, your shield. He bounces off your shield. And is like, maybe you're more impressive than I expected.
That's down mostly first level. Well, let's see how this turns out.
Nightingale, is there anything you'd like to do?
Go Bardic.
Cool.
Boop.
All
I
right,
mean, do you need it still, or are you like, I'm good, you know?
With the way I roll attacks, probably.
But I mean, you have advantage.
At the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action to try and smack you up with his mace.
I would like to say every time Loxon throws an attack, I think everyone in the audience does duck slightly.
Ooh. But you've still got your shield up, don't you?
Yep.
It bounces off. Ah! What is this sorcery? Oh, it's literally sorcery. Never mind. John Rook, I'm guessing you do nothing.
Yeah, I just try to give advice that's not sensible.
Cool.
Cool.
Loxin.
Alright.
Who's
So-
breathing into their mic so heavily, by the way?
Somebody very aroused. I don't know. Somebody is breathing a bit in.
No, I've got a fan on in the background because it's like
Okay.
30 degrees.
Gotcha.
Kelly.
Whoop. Going in for attacks. So first,
22 definitely hits for 22
No,
damage.
we have advantage.
plus an extra 11 radiant.
God damn. Now
Matt?
he's... Yeah,
But Loxon has
27.
advantage from the thing.
20...
Even though I've
Yeah,
written
Oh,
it
it's
hit.
27.
I mean, it hits even better.
Yeah.
19.
19.
19 also hits for another 15.
Right. Yeah, no radiant
Now
on the
he's
second one.
Taking you seriously. He's like holding his head in pain. You can see his like eyes are like scrunched closed. Like, that hurts so much.
And
What
I'm going to
sorcery?
burn 2 sorcery points
Ooh.
to bonus action booming blade with shadow blade.
Oh shit, son.
Did I
17. I'm
mocking-
gonna. Do I add bardic to that?
Yeah, you can add bardic to that
Cool.
if you want to.
Did I
Okay.
mocking?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if 17 hits or not.
I'm not going to tell you until
Well,
you decide
I
if you're
gotta
going to
do
roll or not.
Just because that's a good bit of damage.
Can I vicious mockery him by shouting, "Are you paid to see what sort of sorcery is this? And if so, how much?"
He doesn't hear you over how much pain he's in from his brain eating
okay.
itself. Yeah,
So 19.
that hits.
Cool. So
Alright.
he takes that damage.
Okay,
And
that's quite a lot.
Then
of
at the end of my
damage.
turn, he also takes an extra 6 radiant.
So that last one there did an extra 40 damage. Holy shit.
Yeah.
He screams in pain. At the end of your turn, he's going to try and hit you with his maul. Actually, yeah, he's going to try and hit you with his maul.
Was he vulnerable to psychic damage?
He's not
I
resistant
think
to
it's
it.
not halved. is the thing.
Yeah.
Well, he said 40, so I'm like,
That's combined, I think. Oh, that was just on that one hit.
Yeah, on that one hit, 20 plus 14 plus 6 from the thing. All adds up.
Burn another shield.
Okay, you wound
Not much,
shield.
but I'm just going to be taking a lot of hits, so I'm just going to keep using these.
I mean, you can see he's really badly hurt. That's a crazy amount of damage to dish out so quickly. He looks stunned and surprised and looks like, "What? I don't understand." And he's really hurt. So, as a bonus action, he's going to transform into a giant bear man.
Fight with your full power.
Roar, this isn't even my final form.
can I counterspell him from the audience?
It's not a spell. He transforms. He wishes he took you seriously from the beginning, and is going to. Ow! Fucking cat. You know what?
gonna
That's
do that to
actually
me.
that's fitting because he is going to try and bite you.
Yeah.
On the toes.
18 misses.
Yeah.
I should have really mauled you first. I won't have changed this. Tries to hit you with his maul. Oh my god. Misses. Tries to hit you with his maul. 28.
That'll. Yeah,
Can I
that'll
do
hit.
cutting words from the audience?
No.
Mm,
You're pushing it a bit now.
yeah.
It's okay. I'm just joking.
Ooh, so I take 9 from that. Cool.
Alright, and then he is going to try and move away.
7,
Oh, could you make your strength save for me, please?
and 8, 78. So I took 3 at the end of the last one. I need to mark that off. Strength save? Yeah.
Yes, please. Alright, you are knocked prone,
Oof.
and he is going to move away
Okay.
40 feet.
It'd be a
Alright, when he
straight
moves
roll.
away, he procs my booming blade.
Oh, I forgot
yeah.
about the boom bay. He won't move away then, because he knows about that effect.
No, what, you already
I
moved
think
the
he's already
token.
done it, yeah.
Already
Yeah,
moved
well,
the
tough.
token.
You can't ignore the booming blade forever, Matt.
He stands there because he's got this booming blade thing on him. He's like, ah.
Cool.
That's all he can do. Loxon, it's your go.
Alright, I stand up.
Alright, you stand up.
Looks like you finally come out of play.
Wait, did you skip my turn?
Oh, you want to do anything?
Did Loxin use the Bardic, so I give Loxin a new Bardic.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he is going to swing his maul down onto Loxon as he lies on the ground.
Ooh.
28 for 16.
Ow. Yeah. Let's see. Ooh. Cool. That one hurt.
And then it's
that-
your turn, Loxon.
Alright, I stand up.
You pull yourself to your feet. He looks at you, nervous and wounded.
Maybe we should, stop trying to help Luxon. He seems to be doing alright without us interfering.
I mean, the Bardics have helped.
Not
They've
bad.
actually made 2 attacks
Yeah.
that wouldn't have hit. And one of them was the
Yeah,
one for
so-
40 damage.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I stand up. I just spit out a little blood to the side. I felt that one. And go back into him.
Okay.
Do
Hits for 19.
and 24 for 20.
Okay, that's 39 damage.
Yep.
And
11 radiant.
and the radiant from this. It's another 11. And I burn another 2 sorcery points to cast another bonus action Booming Blade. Ooh. That one hits for... Has it rolled?
Nope.
I don't see it yet.
No, try again.
Oh, there we go. 21.
21 also hits.
Or
How do you want to do
And...
this?
Oh!
Yeah, I mean,
right.
you've done like 300 points of damage to this guy in 3 rounds. Like, he is hell out.
Alright, so I can't stand up. I spit some blood out to the side. So it looks like I finally come out to play. Time to put down the bear. And I just slash out the side of him. I charge forward to kind of shoulder ram him. And then
Okay.
as he stumbles forward, I put 1 foot down and pirouette around. And my second booming blade just takes him right through the head. And just like reverberates through his body.
Now, do you want this to be fatal or
Non-fatal.
All right, so boom, he falls to the ground, crunch, and like lands and transforms back into this now unconscious figure lying there. And there's like hushed silence, and the Fey Kings they're all muttered like, "Oh my goodness, I don't know what's just happened." And yeah, he lies there, kind of just in a heap on the ground. And yeah, looks
You
at
could
you.
have finished it.
I hold up my sword. Victory.
There's sort of a confused like cheer, but then like Martin is like, "Very good, champion. You defeated him," says the Auntie Elderflower, and she floats down, lands in there, and goes, "Now, finish him off. Finish it."
Wait. What do you mean?
Well, his throne must be empty for me to take possession of the city. That is why he holds these tournaments.
Yeah, this wasn't part of the deal when I took this on.
You agreed to be my champion, to fight the Bear King.
I agreed to fight, didn't agree to kill. I ain't no murderer.
She like, "This was honorable combat, and you've won. Kill him."
He didn't kill any of the people he fought. I ain't gonna kill him. I give him the courtesy that he gave to others.
I want this city. If you do it, it's mine. I would have a home in the Fey realms. I would be legitimized. I need you to do this, and you are my champion. Everything I have done for you and your group, I ask you to do this now.
But still, she already admitted that he won. So why would he need to kill him afterwards?
Do you shout that down in character?
What?
Yeah.
You said that to me, but you wouldn't know the answer, so you'd have to ask her in character.
Okay.
Do you want to say that out loud, basically?
Yeah,
Sure. I'm just tired.
I know. She looks up at you and goes, "So what exactly was the question?"
Why does he need to kill him? You already admitted that he won.
The throne must be vacant for someone else to take it. It's the way of things. As long as
We
he's-
can just wake him up and then ask him to give you the throne.
He can't give me the throne. It doesn't work
Why
that
not?
way.
We can
Because-
just ask him.
Because we are bound to them.
Okay, I just go and I like jump down and boop, and then I go and I cast Cure Wounds on him.
She
And then I step back real fast.
yeah, he like gets up and says, stands up, like furrows, shakes off like all of his fur, and like, I was
Mr.
Ross.
Bear. Hello, Mr. Bear. So, like, this woman here wants us to kill you, and we don't want to because you haven't killed anyone, but she wants your throne, and like, we beat you in combat, so now she wants your throne.
I can't give it to her.
Do you really want us to kill you instead?
No, but I can't give you the throne.
Probably give her the throne.
You don't understand. It's a magic thing. I'm bound to it. I am the Bear King. As long as the Bear King's throne is there, I have to remain with it.
But we defeated you in battle.
I'm alive. The throne
think
is
this is
mine.
Okay, now Loxon, knock him out again.
Could we like I'm out of character. Could we like try killing him, then bring him back?
You don't know how stuff works with like Fey Kings. They're not.
Yeah.
They're
That's
not.
typical kind of.
They're not typical things. They're kind of. They're not quite gods,
So-
but they're important in their own way to like nature.
There exists sort of like a concept.
Yeah.
So, Elderflower,
Killing
you
them
want to
then
become the
reincarnated.
Bear King?
Sorry.
It doesn't really seem. I'd say to Elderflower, Elderflower, you want to become the new Bear King? Don't really seem your style.
I would be the queen of. I would still be the queen of witches, but I would control the Bear King's holdings. It would be absorbed into mine.
Then why don't you deal the killing blow?
I would be interfering. I chose a champion. It's the rules.
You chose a champion, but you didn't tell him the deal. I'm sorry, but if you weren't straight
Also,
with
you
me,
didn't tell Loxon that he was going to be your champion to begin with.
you wanted a champion, not a murderer.
It was fair combat.
It's fair combat, and it ended. I won. That's all I signed on for.
You can tell she's not happy, and she like grunts, kind of makes an annoyed sound, turns and goes, "Well, I guess that's the end of it then." I'll have to
I
find.
turned to the Bear King. Well, while she said, I just turned to him quickly. So, what do you make of this? It's a good fat, but seems to kind of angered some folk.
Ow! What the hell did you hit me with? It hurt my brain.
Psychic, radiant, kind of my thing.
Don't like it. Don't.
Oh yeah, I turn off my aura.
It burns. Well, I for one thank you for sparing my life. Stands up. It's like, I did not expect that kind of attack. It took me off guard. Perhaps one day I can face you and maybe know what I'm getting into.
I look forward to it.
But maybe not an
don't
official
suppose you-
contest next time.
I don't suppose you have any way you could help appease our auntie over there. I'm afraid I might have annoyed her a bit.
No, I don't actually know much about her.
Well, do you have any... You control all this area. Is there anything you could help her with? She's kind of new onto the scene again. She could use a friend.
Looks over at Auntie Elderflower, who's just basically pouting. Looks back and goes, "I will send out an olive branch once she's calmed down a little. A reward, since our champion did technically best me, even if my throne is not vacant for her to take." How does that sound, Auntie Elderflower? And there's an explosion nearby. It's like, well, yes, very good.
Well, that would be appreciated.
Very good. And if there's well, we're done here. I'll teleport us all back and you can be on your way.
Look, I'm sorry I couldn't do this, but I don't just go around murdering people.
I thought that was your job.
Monsters, not people.
The line is thin. And she moves her hand and everyone is whisked away out of the Feywilds, and you actually find yourself standing outside of Vasselheim. Effectively shown the door very quickly. And you all return. There's no memory trouble. It appears as if whatever Auntie Elderflower's ability was that was keeping you there kind of negates that. And yeah, you all reappear back in thing. As for how much time has passed, I honestly think, because I know there's a lot of funkiness with time and stuff in the Feywilds, but I think Auntie Elderflower was minimalizing that. I think it was... I'm sorry it ran long, guys. I didn't deliberately make it long.
That's cool.
No, we made it long.
Yeah, that's the thing. I can only learn. Yeah, you guys all reappear, and her magic suppresses that, so only about probably 2 days passed.
Okay.
Right, and yeah, you guys all return. You did win, so Auntie Elderflower actually does give you a bonus. Because because that's what she promised, and she's as good as her word. Unlike some Fays, apparently. So everybody gains. Let's see. So,
And some Loxons.
yeah. Right. So I'll take you over to the rewards screen. You will return to the town after a strange and somewhat frustrating trip to meet the Fae in their realm. You can all drag your tokens on if you want to get your extra XP rewards.
Yep.
So let's see. You managed to do the main quest, which was to find out where Finch's family was. That's 3,000 XP. You managed to not only get the lily to her, but also get her out of the feywilds, which I think is worth another 700 experience. And you managed to defeat the Bear King, which I think is worth another 800. So I'm going to say everybody gets 3,500 experience points.
Cool.
And let's see, what was my reward money-wise for the contract? And the reward money-wise is...
Are you sure for 3,500? You just said
700 for the flower and the feeding, so 4,500 or is it?
Yeah.
3,000. Oh yeah, it would be 4,000. Yeah, 4,500 we'll say.
Yeah.
It's not like debate up. Yeah, 4,500 each. And you gain... Oh, there wasn't like any monetary value to this. This was like a personal thing to try and find Finch's family. But because you beat the king for Auntie Elderflower, she rewards Loxin with an extra 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
She
of
did
course,
say she'd
divvy
pay
out.
us when we came back.
Oh, that's true, she did. Yeah, and 200 for everybody else.
Yeah. I, of course, divvy out the money between us.
Alright.
How much gold do we get, sorry?
It'll be about 400 each then.
Yeah, 1,000 for that, 200 for each of you, so 1,000 divided up by 5. Yeah, 400 each.
Cool.
And yeah, with that you return from the Feywilds, head off to inside where... And consider like the kind of creatures you met and how they might influence you in the future.
Cool.